To import cars from Copart to Nigeria is quite simple. They'll say, search for the car on Copart. They'll say, if you see the one you like, calculate how much it'll take to import it from Copart to Nigeria. They'll say, once you're done with the calculation, bid on it. They'll say, win the bid. They'll say, after you win the bid, truck it to the nearest port of exit and pay for it to be shipped down to Nigeria. They'll say, when it gets to Lagos port, pay for clearing. They'll say, what I just said is exactly what you'd say too as a beginner or someone trying to figure out how to import cars from Copart to Nigeria on their own. But here's the problem. Problem one, if you see the one you like, calculate how much it'll take to import it from Copart to Nigeria. Sometimes you might undercalculate how much it'd take to import a car from Copart to Nigeria. It won't be nice when you or your client have budgeted a certain amount for a particular car, only to end up pumping more and more money for one unforeseen circumstance or the other. If you're importing the car for personal use, you won't save anything tangible from the car. If you're importing the car for business purposes, your client won't trust your expertise, and it'll eat into the profit you're supposed to gain. Other times, you might end up overcalculating how much it'd take to import a car from Copart to Nigeria. It won't be nice to import a car from Copart for more than what it's been sold for here in Nigeria. That defeats the aim of importing it to save cost or make gain in the first place. That's why you need to watch my video on the best way to accurately estimate the landing cost for any highly graded accidented to combo car of your choice. That is the import, shipping, clearing, and repair costs, even before you plan to import it from Copart USA car auction to Nigeria. The price of a car you imported yourself should be way less than it's been sold for on Nigerian car stands. That's how dealers make profit on accidented cars. They import them low, fix them, and sell them high. Problem two, once you're done with the calculation, bid on it. You can't just bid on any car you see on Copart. That's why you need to watch my video on the best way to easily filter through over 3 million used salvage cars on Copart USA car auction and find highly graded accidented to combo cars at very low prices. Problem three, win the bid. You might win a car, and it can be to your own disadvantage. If you don't have a bidding strategy in mind, you'll either overpay for cars or win no car at all, especially as a beginner. This is why you need to be part of my exclusive 98% max bid strategy WhatsApp group, so you'll always emerge as the highest bidder for any car of your choice on Copart, at least 98% of the time. After you win the bid, truck it to the nearest port of exit and pay for it to be shipped down to Nigeria. The first problem here is just seeing a car on Copart and bidding on it. Like I said earlier, you can't just bid on any car you see on Copart. Some auction yards, where the car you want to bid on is located, are no-go areas, especially if you're bidding from the comfort of your room in Nigeria. You can bid on a $600 car that'll cost you $1,800 just to truck it to the nearest port of exit. This is why in my video where I talked about making payment to ship your car from Copart to Nigeria, I listed out the best locations to bid on cars. From that'll help drastically reduce the cost of trucking and shipping for you. Problem four, when it gets to Lagos port, pay for clearing. If this is your first time importing a car from Copart USA to Nigeria, you'll need to avoid clearing agents that'll pay compromise duty or worse, make you incur demurrage charges at the port. That is why you need to watch my video where I talked about the best way to properly clear and avoid debit notes or demurrage charges on your newly imported, highly graded accidented to combo car when it arrives Nigeria. I also gave WhatsApp contacts of 3 of the most reliable clearing agents I know that won't pay compromise duty or incur unnecessary demurrage charges for you. If this is your first time importing a car from Copart to Nigeria for either business or personal purposes, then you need to download all the videos on my base accidented Secret Insider Car Import Manual. The base accidented Secret Insider Car Import Manual is a short downloadable video guide that reveals the exact simple secret insider steps successful car dealers follow whenever they want to import highly graded accidented to combo cars from Copart USA car auction to Nigeria at very low-cost prices. It is the best video on the internet that teaches Nigerians how to import cars from Copart USA by themselves without the help of any middleman or relative abroad. It'll show you the exact simple secret insider steps Nigerian car dealers follow during the 4 stages of successful, highly graded, accidented to Kanbo car importation: buying, shipping, customs clearance, and professional repairs. Using my base accidented secret insider car import manual videos, you'll be able to import any highly graded accidented to Kanbo car you want, from start to finish, all by yourself, for either personal or business purposes, without the assistance of anyone home or abroad. My belief is that not only car dealers can import cars to Nigeria, anyone can import a car from Copart USA to Nigeria, including you. The price of any car you import yourself should be way less than what it's been sold for at Nigerian car stands. That's how car dealers make profit on accidented cars. They import them low from Copart or IAA, fix them in Nigeria with cheap parts and cheap labor, and sell them high. The sweet thing is, importing a car yourself from Copart or IAA to Nigeria is no more rocket science. Even if you spend 1 million naira extra to import it, it's still worth it. At least you know what you're importing. Your car dealers do not have all the money in the world. The only difference between you and them is that they know certain insider secrets you don't know. Get access to the base accidented secret insider car import manual video course training today. Watch the videos there and expose yourself to those insider secrets. With that out of the way, let's quickly talk about the topic that made you interested in this video. Today, we're diving into something huge: how to buy cars from Copart without a dealer's license in 2025. That's right, you don't need to be a dealer to score an insane deal on a salvage or clean title car. But there are some tricks you must know before bidding, or you could lose thousands. Stick around because I'm breaking it all down step by step. What is Copart? First, what even is Copart? Copart is one of the biggest online auto auction platforms in the world. They sell everything: salvage cars, clean title cars, trucks, even boats and motorcycles. Insurance companies, rental agencies, and dealers dump their vehicles here, which means you can get cars for way below market value. But here's the catch: most people think you need a dealer's license to buy from Copart. Not true. In 2025, you can buy as a regular person, but you've got to follow the rules. Let's break it down. Who can buy from Copart? No dealer license? No problem. Okay, so Copart does require a dealer license for some cars, especially in certain states. But there are 2 ways to buy without one. 1. Broker bidding. Use a licensed broker, like a middleman, to bid for you. They charge a small fee, but you get access to all cars. 2. Non-licensed states. Some states let you buy directly without a license for certain cars, usually clean title or older models. Always check the bidder status filter on Copart. If it says open to public, you can bid without a license. Step-by-step guide to buying from Copart. Step 1. Create an account. First, go to Copart.com and sign up. It's free. But warning, you'll need to verify your identity with a driver's license and maybe a utility bill. Step 2. Find cars you can bid on. Use the filters. Look for public or non-licensed cars. Avoid the ones marked dealer only unless you're using a broker. Step 3. Research the car. Never skip this. Check the VIN on Carfax or AutoCheck. Look for accident history, flood damage, or theft records. If the listing says run and drive, that's a good sign. Step 4. Set a budget and stick to it. Auction adrenaline is real. Set a max bid before you start or you'll overpay. Remember, there are fees, usually 10 to 20% on top of your bid. Step 5. Bid or use a broker. If you're bidding yourself, stay calm. If you're using a broker, they'll handle the bids for a fee, usually $200 to $500. Step 6. Winning and payment. If you win, pay immediately. Copart gives you 24 to 48 hours. They accept wire transfers, cashier's checks, or sometimes credit cards with a fee. Step 7. Pick up or ship your car. You'll need to arrange pickup or shipping. Some Copart locations offer towing, or you can use a service like UShip. Don't forget your ID and paperwork. Mistakes to avoid. Beginners make these costly mistakes. Don't be one of them. 1. Not checking fees. Buyer fees, storage fees, late fees. They add up. 2. Skipping the inspection. Always check the car in person or pay for a third-party inspection. 3. Bidding blind. If the listing has 3 blurry photos, walk away. 4. Ignoring transportation costs. A $1,000 car with $800 shipping isn't a deal. Is Copart worth it in 2025? Absolutely. I've bought cars for 50% off retail value. But it's not for everyone. If you're okay with some risk and willing to learn, Copart is a goldmine. If you want a perfect, warranty-covered car, maybe stick to a dealership. That's everything you need to know to start buying from Copart in 2025. If this helped you, smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. What kind of car are you hunting for? Salvage rebuild? Cheap daily driver? Let me know.